Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Sin. Coming back with another one, man. Listen, man, I'm on my lunch break or whatnot, man. Just chilling, about to read this word or whatnot, man. But, hopefully y'all having yourselves a good day thus far. But, man, listen, I want y'all to understand that this journey is the best thing that ever happened to us. Next to us getting a relationship with the Most High, and next to us walking with the Hamashiach. This is the best thing that ever happened to us. But you know what, man? It's the worst thing to ever happen to these modern day women. You know what I mean? It's the worst thing. This journey is the worst thing to ever happen to the succubus, to ever happen to the Jezebel, bruh. Because listen, I see these women out here, bro. They look miserable because once upon a time they had us, man. You got to understand that once upon a time they had us. They could do whatever they wanted. You know what? And we'll still be chasing after them. They could treat us however they wanted, and we'll still be pedestalizing them. You know what I mean? Still be validating them. Now, none of those things work that they try to do to us. You know what I mean? They choosing signals don't work. They flesh don't work. You know what I mean? None of that stuff worked that used to work on us. That used to draw us in. That used to have us ready to trick. Used to have us giving away our life for us. None of that stuff works anymore. You can see the misery on their face. They choosing signals don't work no more. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's the best thing that ever happened to us on this journey, but it's the worst thing that ever happened to them. But listen, at the end of the day, it could be the best thing that ever happened to them because it's going to force them to step their game up. It's going to force them to turn to the Most High, and away from this world and away from their flesh. It's going to force them to dig deep and figure out who they are as women. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, that's why it's important for us to keep going. This journey isn't designed for us to step on women. It's really designed to better us and better them at the same time when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because you think about like when we was out here lusting, when we was out here weak. Listen, women wasn't getting better in that. They wasn't getting better with us chasing, with us, not caring about their personality, not caring about who they are internally. Listen, they wasn't getting better in that. If anything, they got worse. They got more lazy. They got more wicked. They got more worldly. You know what I mean? So it's like we understand now that if we don't do better and get better and draw closer to the Most High, and come up out of this world and come up out of our flesh, then listen, these women ain't gonna get better, bro. You know what I mean? So they gonna continue to think that, using men is gonna be okay. Using their flesh is okay. Not working on themselves is okay. Not turning to the Most High and walking with the Hamashiach is okay. They're gonna continue to think that these things out here is okay, to show all their body, turn to porn, and doing all of that stuff that we see these women doing. Because the only reason why they doing it is because the men keep on pursuing it. You know what I'm saying? I had to rhyme that. The only reason why they keep doing it is because the men keep on pursuing it. And if we continue living how we was living in lust, living how we was living in fornication and all of that stuff, bro, listen, we continue to be trapped and we continue to validate their actions, which means it wouldn't be any change that's going on out here. Now we waking up, bro. And I see that the good women are waking up, but the ones that wanted to stay the same, the ones that don't want to change, listen, them the ones that's in misery. Them the ones that's looking at you with the side eye. Them the ones that's mad at you because you're not falling for their tricks. You're not falling for the flesh. Them the ones that's mad at you because you working on yourself now. And that's what we doing. We working on ourselves over here. So now it's forcing women to work on themselves too. And the ones that's really with it, the ones that's in the spirit, they okay. They like, okay, let's do this. Because at the end of the day, they want a good man in their life too. But these women, the bad ones, the succubus, the Jezebels, the whores, they don't want no good man. They just want another come up. They just want another step stool. They just want another punching bag. They just want another child support check, another alimony check. That's what the bad eggs want. So that's why I tell y'all that this journey is so much bigger than just us holding in our life force energy. It's making us better. This is the will of the Most High. That's why I like to tell y'all in that 1 Thessalonians 4:3. For this is the will of Yahuwah, even your sanctification, that ye should abstain from fornication. Because he don't want us out here fornicating, jumping in all of these women, wasting our life force energy and sinning. Because that's what you do when you out here like that. And you continuing to validate these women's actions out here. And now, you got these women realizing that it ain't cool. It ain't cool, and it never was. Because the women back in the day wasn't like that. The women back in the day wasn't using their flesh like that. The women back in the day actually had to have charisma, actually had to have, feminine qualities, that make them want to submit, that make them want to love, that make them want to care. These days, these women don't got that. So they trying to make up for it by being more into the world and, calling themselves Barbies, calling themselves bosses, engulfing themselves in school and all of that other stuff. But at the end of the day, even though they may be having these degrees, having a certain amount of money, and having this independence, they still don't have a helpmeet, and they still kind of in sin, really, because that's what they was made for. They was made to be helpmeets to men and reproduce, and for us to be a team. So that's why we had to get right so we could hold up our end of the bargain. But you got a lot of women that's not willing to do all of that. So they following in the ways of the world, not realizing that the world is just leading them deeper into sin, leading them deeper into misery, loneliness, and having them thinking that they don't need no man. And a lot of these women, what they doing, they turning, they still lusting and they yearning for a man so much that they just turn into the porn, just like men. They turn into the sex toys. You know what I mean? And it's just like, they don't realize that they still in the darkness. They still by themselves, and they not doing what scripture tell us, which is, to multiply and be fruitful. And you could see it in some of these women. They could try to act like they happy, cover it up with money, cover it up with material things and all that other stuff. But, they really don't have that happiness and inner peace, and that protection and security that they would have if they had a good man in their life. You know what I mean? So it's just like, bro, like this journey is the best thing to happen to us because it's drawing us closer to the Most High. It's drawing us away from our flesh and we becoming our best version. But it's the worst thing to happen, to a lot of these women that's out here that don't want to change and don't want to turn to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why, we are doing Yah's work with bettering ourselves, because what we was doing was satanic. People don't want to believe it, but the things that we was partaking in was straight up demonic. When we was drinking all that alcohol, doing all them drugs, when we was watching all that corn. Listen, bro, you got to understand, bro, that's what the world want us to do. And this is Satan's world. You think Satan want to see a healthy relationship out here? Where both man and woman worship the Most High and do his will? Satan don't want to see that, bro. Satan don't want to see that. So why you think that in the satanic world they're gonna push a lot of lust? Why you think they're gonna over-sexualize things? Why you think they're gonna poison the food and put chemicals in there to make you effeminate? Why you think they're gonna put out all of these reality shows where it's fornication and dating and sneaky links and all of that other stuff? That's why they're gonna put it out there, bro, because they know that that's gonna lead you to damnation. They know that's gonna lead you to the lake of fire. You know what I mean? They know it goes against the Most High and His law, statutes, and commandments, because this world and Satan don't want us together. They want us apart. They want us apart. You know, but at the end of the day, bro, in order for us to be together, we have to do our parts as men. You know what I mean? Because when we do that, then guess what? We will attract the right women. You know, and guess what, bro? A lot of these women don't realize that they headed, you know, in the wrong direction. You know, and when things hit the fan, they gonna wish that they had a good man around to help them. You know, and it's kind of sad when you see what's going on, because it's tons of single women, man. You know, good ones and bad ones. You know, and that's the sad part about it, because a lot of the good women are suffering the consequences behind the things that these bad women are doing. You know, and now it's hard for men to trust them, because you don't know how they've been programmed. You don't know how they've been wired. You know, a lot of these women out here have been trained. You know what I'm saying? They've been trained by the world. They've been trained by whores. They've been trained by their mamas, trained by their aunties. You know, they've been trained by music, entertainers, and all of that stuff. Program. You know, so a lot of them think it's okay, you know, to do the things that they do. So it's tough for a man to just completely jump in, because a lot of us then been through situations already, and, you know, we don't want to risk it. You know, but that's where the spirit comes into play. You know, because when you following the law, statutes, and commandments, and you in this light, and listen, bro, you have that discernment. You will be able to discern things, because that lust isn't covering up your eyes. You know, and you out of darkness. When you was in darkness, you couldn't see nothing. So you ain't know what you was dealing with. When you was lusting, you ain't know what you was dealing with. You didn't care. You know, you was doing what thou wilt, and that's what Satan wants you to do. That's his saying. Do what thou wilt. He wants you out here doing whatever, engaging in whatever, fornicating, you know, just out here doing all the things that this world have to offer that is going to kill you in the end. You know, that's going to kill you within. That's what he wants you to do. And that's what a lot of these women out here okay doing. You know, so you dang on right, we gonna put on these spiritual sights. You dang on right, we gonna put on these spiritual sights, because we need to see what we dealing with out here. You know, but we so locked in on becoming our best version. Listen, bro, that's just what we focused on right now. This is what this journey do. You know what I mean? No matter what you going through, this is what this journey do. It don't matter how many days you in, how many days. It don't matter where you at. All you know is that you on this journey and want to do better. That's it. You know, all you know is that your life force energy is worth it. That the Most High is worth it. That the Hamashiach is worth it. That the Spirit is worth it. That's all you know now. Before, you didn't know any of that. So now you carry yourself different. You know, you still working on yourself. We still working on ourselves on a daily. You got to understand, scriptures say we die daily. We die every day. The flesh die every day. Yesterday died. Yesterday you passed away, but you are reborn today. A new man. That's why you have to take it day by day. Don't jump too far ahead. You know what I mean? Don't jump too far ahead. As soon as you start jumping too far ahead, as soon as you start counting these days and thinking that it's all about that, that's when you lose track of what's really important. We die daily. So when the Most High raise you up in the morning, bruh, understand you got a chance to get it right and make it right and continue on this path. You know what I'm saying? So Listen, bro, it's a real game changer out here. So now it's like the roles is flipped. It's like these women now got to get on our level. And if they not on our level, then guess what? They ain't got no chance. They ain't got a shot. And they know this. You know how we used to be nervous to go talk to these women? You know what I mean? It's like, yo, like we don't even cold approach women like that. You know what I'm saying? We know we not going. We not cold approaching no women. And they so upset about that. Cause now it's like they scared to approach us. How we used to be nervous and all of that stuff, they nervous when they see us now. I can feel it. I can feel them eyes on me. Cause they know you different. They not familiar with your energy, bro. They see your consistency. They see your discipline. They don't know what to do. They was used to dogs with their tongue out. Women barely even had time to do what to do the things that they usually do because it was always a thirsty dude around. Always somebody trying to holler. Always somebody sending choosing signals. Always somebody in their ear. Now they like, where they at? They can't find that. Now they can't even find the choosing signal. Now they can't even find the thirsty dude. They gotta go to ratchet places to find that. They gotta go in these clubs. They gotta go on Facebook. They gotta be on social media and roll them dice and don't even be knowing who or what they dealing with. They tired. These women tired. See, but then when they see you, it's like, yo, they can't even, you know what I mean? Like they can't even approach you. They don't even know what angle. They can't even do it because a lot of these women are full of pride themselves. They prideful. So because of that pride that a lot of these women feel, listen, bro, they ain't gonna even try it. They ain't gonna even try. They know they just gonna keep on going along. You know, they just gonna go along with their business, whatever they doing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna suck it up. They ain't gonna, be like some of these women that know who they are and, know what they want and okay with coming up to you and greeting you, saying hi, smiling, stuff like that. I like that. That's when you know you dealing with a fruitful woman sometimes. Like, not all of them that smile at you gonna be like that, but you just can feel the energy. They chances of finding a good one in that whole bunch on that broad path ain't so good. I wouldn't test it if I was them. Because all they asking for is to be somebody's baby mom. All they asking for is a bunch of drama. All they asking for is to be used and abused because that's what you do on the broad path. A lot of us did it at the end of the day. A lot of us did it. We lied, we cheated, whatever it takes to get what we want. That was what you do when you lusting. That's what you do when you in sin. That's what you do when you in darkness. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do when you wicked. You lie. I ain't denying it. I was over there. I was there. I was in there. I was in there. I'm not proud of it, but I'm familiar with it. But a lot of these women, if they want that same type of action, which these Jezebels and succubus seem like they want, then it's there. Go over there. But on this narrow path, on this spiritual path, on this journey, you're not gonna find it over here. You're not gonna find that man that you want because guess what? You're gonna have to hold yourself accountable. You're gonna have to step your game up. You're gonna have to dig deep. Ain't gonna be none of that just showing your cheeks. You're gonna have to dig deep. Ain't no just showing your cheeks. Ain't no just showing your breasts. Ain't no just giving us no smile. Ain't no just giving us some looks. No, they gotta come better than that.